Hello friends, how are you? My name is Divam. Welcome to my YouTube channel Divam's Incredible. Friends, today I am going to tell you about Apollo 11. Friends, I share very informative videos in my YouTube channel. If you like the video, kindly subscribe and share it to your friends and family members. Let's start the video. What is Apollo 11? Apollo 11 was the American spaceflight that first landed humans on the moon. Commander Neil Armstrong and Lunar Module Pilot Buzz Aldrin landed the Apollo Lunar Module Eagle on July 20, 1969 at 8:17 p.m. What was the goal of this mission? The primary objective of Apollo 11 was to complete a national goal set by President John F. Kennedy on May 25, 1961, perform a crewed lunar landing and return to Earth. What type of engine was used for Apollo 11? The F1 engine with 1.5 million pounds of thrust was the power plant for the first stage of the 363-foot long Saturn V launch vehicle that took astronauts to the moon for 6 successfully landing missions between 1969 and 1972 in the Apollo program. Who were the astronauts that were involved in the mission? Apollo 11 launched by Cape Kennedy on July 16, 1969, carrying Commander Neil Armstrong, Command Module Pilot Michael Collins, Lunar Module Pilot Edwin, Buzz Aldrin into an initial Earth orbit of 114 by 116 miles. Who was the first person to set the foot on the moon during Apollo 11? At 2:56 am on 21st July 1969, Armstrong became the first person to step onto the moon. He was joined by Aldrin 19 minutes later. The two spent about 2 hours together outside the lunar module, taking photographs and collecting 21.5 kg of lunar material to be tested back on Earth. How long did Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin spend on the lunar surface? Armstrong and Aldrin spent 21 hours 36 minutes on the moon's surface after a rest period that included 7 hours of sleep. The ascent stage engine fired at 124 hours 22 minutes. What experiments and activities were conducted on the moon during the Apollo 11? The scientific legacy of the Apollo 11 mission. While on the moon's surface, Aldrin deployed instruments to measure the distance from moon to the Earth, as well as to analyze the chemical composition of solar wind and to measure the moon's seismic activity. How long did the entire Apollo 11 mission last? After a flight of 195 hours, 18 minutes, 35 seconds, about 36 minutes longer than planned, Apollo 11 splashed down the Pacific Ocean 13 miles away from recovery ship USS Hornet. Because of the bad weather in the target area, the landing point was changed by about 250 miles. What challenges did the Apollo 11 astronauts face during their mission? It was a fairly uneventful flight, which was good. There were a few program alarms as the lunar module was descending, which high, high tension heightened tension. Armstrong had to take over manually guide to LM to a landing spot 4 miles from the original site. I hope you find the video very informative. Thanks for watching my video. Meet you again in my next video. Until then, bye bye.